Greetings, people. I recently had a message exchange via LinkedIn with a Jill Sutherland, and she asked me this question: what do you think are the major issues with change management today? Don't start me off, Jill. Well, okay, I will do. I gave her some relatively short answers, but I thought it might be an idea to embellish these a little bit, for this latest Sunday soundbite. Yes, you will no doubt recognise most of these because I've whinged on about these many times before, but I make no excuse for having yet another dig about them. Right. So, number one, leadership's misunderstanding of what change actually is. Sadly, many leaders are too busy to learn the actual mechanics of change, which should be a necessity given their role in supporting and financing the change. Second one, we are a fragmented profession. I've mentioned this many times before. I just do not understand the necessity for two professional bodies for the change management ecosystem, ACMP and CMI. It serves only to fragment and obfuscate, one with a standard, one with their CM book. Right, number three, too much emphasis on models and methodology. This is another one of my pet peeves, where people just rely on some of the models and methodologies that first raised their ugly head, no, not this head, in the 1990s. It's time to move on, people. Then there is project managers thinking they can do change as well. You know, it never ever ceases to amaze me how PMs think they can do change as well, given that the mindsets of a CM and a PM are both completely different and at odds with each other. One is output and hard metrics driven or orientated, and the other is outcome driven with adoption and usage as their primary goal. Number five, people calling themselves experts. Plenty of them around, aren't there? But really only doing comms and training. LinkedIn is full of them. Their headline says they are an expert, but when you look at their profile, all they've done is either been involved in change in some way, shape or form, or have done a bit of communication and training. That's it. And you wonder why they call themselves an expert. Then there's overemphasis on hard, tangible metrics. This is connected to number one, and leadership, by the way. Leadership always demand that change management show value for money. The only way they understand this is by asking CMs to justify their participation through delivery style metrics that really mean, nearly said it, naffle. Next one, lack of understanding about things like neuroscience, behavioral science, psychology. Now, it's a bit of a personal view, admittedly, but an important one. At the end of the day, this is what drives people. So having an understanding or knowledge of these factors will make you a far better change manager than you already are. Thinking AI will be the saviour of change management. A bit of a difficult one, this one, to be honest, because AI can and will be much help to change managers. But the problem is ensuring that its implementation, adoption and usage is well managed to deliver subsequent return on investment. Next one, sponsorship. It's a game, isn't it? It's a game that's played rather than taken seriously. Supposedly the number one factor that makes change successful, that's what sponsorship supposedly is. But with the right understanding of their role and their willingness to activate, participate in change, yes, it is the key. And to be honest, it's more difficult than you actually think. Next one, constantly trying to find a new way rather than relying on what's worked before. There's a trend, yeah, in some change management circles to keep on seeking that elusive silver bullet. But guess what? It doesn't actually exist. You need to mix some of the old thinking that has worked before with some of the new thinking that has worked more recently and go for what I call a mix and match approach. Next one up, too much negativity about change. Like failure rates, no. Not only the 70% failure rate, but also all those naysayers who constantly bemoan the fact that most research and surveys show abysmal success rates. Whether you believe them or not is a key factor. Don't believe every statistic or percentage you read about failure. Most of them are not backed up with empirical evidence. Next one, I think this is the final one. No real alignment on what success and failure actually are. This is a similar, finally, on a similar subject. What actually constitutes success and failure? Everyone measures this in a completely different way, yeah? Such as business benefits, return on investment through objectives or KPIs, and CSF's critical success factors. So you cannot discern what the truth actually is. You can't actually benchmark success and failure because it's everyone's own opinion. I think that's the end. Yes, it is the end, actually. Oh, I was only just over 7 minutes. So thank you to, sorry, I can't remember her name now. Just let me double check back. Jill Sutherland, yeah, for giving me this opportunity. And, you know, let's have a bit more engagement. See what else you think about the posts and etc. I put onto LinkedIn. So thank you very much again. Hope you enjoyed it.